On March 29, 2026, at 7:34 p.m., Riverside Fire Department and Riverside CHP units were dispatched to a three-vehicle crash with injuries, which occurred on the northbound 215 south of Eucalyptus Avenue. Preliminary investigation indicated a silver Honda Civic was stopped in the number 1 lane. A silver Nissan Versa was traveling behind the Honda, followed by a gray Toyota Rav. Subsequently, the Nissan struck the rear of the Honda, and the Toyota struck the rear of the Nissan. The sequence of impacts is currently undetermined. The driver of the Toyota sustained moderate injuries. The driver of the Nissan sustained major injuries. There was an adult female and another female child in the Nissan who sustained minor to moderate injuries, and a 3-month-old child sustained fatal injuries. The occupants of the Honda sustained complaint of pain, with an elderly passenger being transported as a precaution. A dog was also in the Nissan and was taken by a witness, and a family member of the dog is going to recover it. The dog does show some signs of trauma from the crash. No impairment is suspected in the crash. The Lone Wolf covered this story so you know what is happening in your neighborhood. Don't forget to follow the Lone Wolf on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Lone Wolf News and Media on Facebook.
No, I know. Don't I know?
And I'm
Some other guy was holding the dog. I'd like to caution the dog for a bit to make sure that we're having no services. Make sure it's not euthanized, not adopted.
yeah, it'll go. It's their dog.
It is their dog.
We're trying to clean the scene. Okay, alright, thank you. That's my
I did not witness the crash. I was not involved in the crash, and this is not my dog. I was driving in the passing lane when I saw the vehicle. I realized that the back was severely crushed, and I thought that if there were anyone in the back that they could be injured, as well as the drivers. So I decided to pull over and see if there was any way I could be of assistance. Thankfully, there were other people who were also willing to stop and try to help. We all tried to pry the doors open. They were pulling sporadically, and I decided to say 1, 2, 3, and we would pull 1, 2, 3, pull. Obviously, we're just human. We are not machines, so we could not get it open. We urgently tried to get to the children in the back, and we were not successful. But I tried keeping the parents calm and telling them that I was there, trying to get any information that I could. In that time, there was a woman who said that there was an elderly man who was involved in the crash up ahead in a RAV4. I'm just a girl and I don't know cars, but I just started running and trying to read RAV4 on anything. And I did see the vehicle. The window was broken. I decided to move which airbag was near that window. And I did see the man. I said, "Hey, are you hurt? Is your foot in the way?" And I yanked the door open. Thankfully it opened, and he said, "Thank you so much. I couldn't breathe. How is the other car? Are they okay?" I told him to make sure he doesn't move and to wait for the professionals, and that he hit the back, and it wasn't looking good for the children in the back. But he was grateful that I was there to help him and help him breathe for that moment.
So the dog that you have was in the car with the kids?
Yes, this dog was in the vehicle with the parents, the drivers, the toddler, and the infant.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. What were the age of the kids, do you know?
I would say that the infant was anywhere from 6 to 9 months possibly, and the toddler, I would say possibly 2 to 3.
What was their condition?
I'm not a professional. I couldn't say for sure if the infant is okay, has survived. I couldn't tell you that because I'm not a professional.
How did it look?
It didn't look good. They were doing the chest compressions and keeping the mouth open. Unfortunately, it looked like the child was turning blue, which is not a good sign, but they were urgently rushed out of here, which was good. The toddler could have sustained injuries. You know, everybody's in shock, right? So the toddler was moving, and they looked coherent, they looked good, and they just looked like they were in shock. I have high hopes for the toddler, and the parents probably are severely injured, but I'm hoping that everyone can make a full recovery from this incident.
And you're going to take the dog home for now until...
For now, I guess I was waiting for approval. I'd like to get this dog to an emergency vet immediately. And I'm sorry, family, I'm going to be fostering this dog because there's nowhere else to go for right now. And if you take it to the pound, you never know what can happen there.
Okay, awesome. So, anything you want to end with?
Everybody pray. Everybody have faith. Send good energy out there and be the helping hand. Your smile can change a life. It can save a life. Be there for each other.
Well, you did a good job tonight, so I appreciate it.
Thank you.